Good morning, my name is Marapande Matomi, and in this video I'll be reflecting on how I integrated ICT into my lesson. My lesson was based on the topic of photosynthesis in the grade 6 class of natural science and technology. I will be reflecting on how each activity was implemented in the lesson. I will also justify the level of SAMR for each activity that I did with my learners. I wrote down my three lesson objective using the Bloom's taxonomy to ensure that the lesson moved from low order questions to high order questions without learners feeling a lot of pressure. So the first objective is that learners should be able to define photosynthesis. The second one is that they should be able to know which things or ingredients are needed in order for photosynthesis to happen. The final one is that they should be able to draw and label a diagram that is showing the process of photosynthesis so that they can apply what they've learned during that. So my lesson has had three phases, which are the introduction, the development, and the consolidation phase. So in the introduction phase, I used a YouTube video that talks about the process of photosynthesis to help learners see how it actually happens in real life, since they can't see it with their naked eye. Then I give them a worksheet to complete that has questions that were based on the YouTube video that I've played for them. So in the development phase, I used an online quiz to see how much information learners knew about the process of photosynthesis. And this quiz allowed learners to complete it at their own pace without feeling a lot of pressure. So this makes the learners engage with the activity rather than just watching a YouTube video and listening to me talk about the process of photosynthesis. So this helped to actually deepen their understanding. So in the consolidation phase, I used a Kahoot online quiz game to see if my lesson objectives were achieved in a fun way and in an engaging way. The quiz had multiple choice questions and true or false questions that were based on my lesson objective. This helped me to check if I have really achieved my lesson objective and which part of the lesson still need me to repeat it and explain further to learners. So the three SAMRI level form activities included a YouTube activity, a Typeform online quiz, and a Kahoot online game quiz. The YouTube video in the introduction phase is at the argumentation level of the SAMR because it replaces my role as a teacher of explaining to learners and reading. It shows pictures, play-sound effects, and visual effects that explaining and reading cannot. Online quiz on Typeform side in the development phase is at the modification level of the SAMR because it goes beyond replacing a worksheet, since it gives me and learners an immediate feedback, which is something that the paper sheet cannot do. So the Kahoot online quiz game is in the consolidation phase. It's at the redefinition level of the SAMR because it creates a new learning experience that learners would not have had without technology. The instant feedback that learners and myself have during the game is something that a paper quiz cannot do. So I think that the lesson was effective because all phases were built on each other. The lesson also included multiple teaching methods such as YouTube video to help visual and auditory learners. The Typeform quiz gave all learners an opportunity to study, to do it at their own pace. During the Kahoot online quiz game, I sometimes adjusted the time to accommodate learners that needed a lot of time to process the questions before answering them. So thank you for watching my reflection